Hi there, RC enthusiasts and YouTubers out there. Thank you so much for watching my little video, and thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate that very, very much. This is not for begging you, this is just hoping and having faith in my YouTube and things like that. But anyways, again, if you have subscribed, thank you very, very, very much. I appreciate that very much, and I really appreciate you supporting my little channel. So anyways, if you read the description, that is my dream and goal with what I would like to achieve with YouTube. So anyways, let's get into this little video of my RCs with winches. If you have watched my channel, then I have made some videos and mentioned and things like that, but now I'm just going to make a video with all my RCs with winches on them. Anyways, so as you can see, I've got my Tamiya Humvee here and my HD Tri-Spid Civilian Hummer. And I just let the hook hang here, and usually I got it onto here. Oh, sorry, it's taking a little bit longer here. Usually I just put it onto here so it's hooked on, but just for the viewing, just let it hang like that. And I put these little red hooks on here because they look very cool. And they're pretty strong, and as well as I add a little, how can I say it, this is there for linkages. Let's just say, for instance, on a nitro car you got braking and for opening up the carburetor or things like that, then you got these things on here. So I just put the piece of rope through it as a tiny little hex there, so I just screw it into place. And anyways, so yeah, and it looks pretty cool like that. This one this one has, it can actually turn on, yeah. So, but anyways, let's just slide the camera back into place, into my little mount here, my camera mount, and there's the winch inside here. I'll put a warn sticker on it. This is the first scale winch that came out, the very first one. So that looks like a little worn winch, but this one it works very well in this little Hummer here, and I've got a switch for it. So it doesn't have remote, just to give it a little bit of that old school. It is a bit it's it is a little bit unhandy to work like this when winching it, but oh well, practice makes perfect. So I've done it a few times. It's not too bad. And this little winch, it can winch the Hummer up. So anyways, but obviously that's not the way these winches are supposed to work. Lift the car up, but just to test it, and it works perfectly fine. On my HC Tri-Spid Hummer here, I have made a video about this because I replaced the winch control unit, because for the original one on here, it wasn't that powerful for this little winch here. I mean, I haven't replaced little gearbox on the winch here. I thought maybe because of the way that the gears were set up, it wasn't pulling properly. I replaced it, and it did the same thing. I even also replaced the motor. So the gearbox and the motor, and I decided, well, what's going on here? Why is it so weak? I thought maybe it was the battery, so I fully charged the battery. I didn't do anything else. Same thing. So what I did is I changed the control unit onto it, and it helps a little bit. It's like, what? It's about 35%. It has more strength, but it's not too bad, you know. So I mean, anyways, so that's a little top tip for you guys out there. Now let's move on to my next one here. Sorry, the video is a little bit lengthy here. Just adjust the camera. There we go. And I added a little intergear winch on my, this is Traction Hobby Ford F-150 Raptor. And I added a little intergear winch on here. Again, I added this little linkage here. But anyways, I don't exactly know what you call this again. My apologies for that. But anyway, so but this is a high torque powered winch on here from Intergi. And so yeah, it works very well. I need to change the hook though, because this is actually pretty useless with a little clamp here, and then yeah. But anyways, I'll see what I'm going to do with that in the near coming future. And then moving on to this big boy here. Okay, let me just. Well, big boy. the Ford is also a big RC truck. Oh, I forgot to mention. Sorry, my bad. And as well as I got a channel 5 here. Then the winch for the Ford, that I can operate it with. And on my HD Transport Hummer, I think it's this switch or this one here. It's got so many switches to operate the winch. And then on my, this is a Primal RC Traction Hobby Dodge Ram 1500 TRX, the one of the newest RCs on the market today. And I added a little Traxxas winch with a remote. So I have also made a build video on this one. So anyways, let's move on to the next part of the video, and that's going to be my monster trucks with winches. And here is my T-Max 1.5cc, and this is actually the first RC I installed a winch on. The little winch that was on the Timmy Humvee, I firstly had it on here, and then obviously as winches got a little bit more better, and so I found this one, the Intergi high torque winch, which is the same one that I've got on the Ford F-150 Raptor from Traction Hobby, which are anyways. So sorry, I'm just getting my camera sorted out here a little bit. And well, I reckon I'm going to use this one as a photo for my thumbnail, because it's the first RC. So I don't know yet which one I'm going to use as a thumbnail, but we'll see what happens. Okay, now moving on to the next Traxxas, my Summits. Just getting the camera sorted out here. There we go. And as well as also made a video on this one. It also has 2 Traxxas winches. I forgot to grab the remote. Got 2 remotes for it, and I wrote on this one here for R and for F, for front and the rear. So I can still access the quick release on the other side, but what I've seen what other people do is that they remove this part here, so they eliminate the lights, and then they mount the winch on top of the bumper here. They glue it on or something like that. But I came up with a solution. I just made a plate for it. I did have to raise the winch a little bit, put some aluminum spaces in between there. I cut out where the fake winch cable is, and I put on this little hydraulic tubing here, just cutting 2 slits on the sides and the bottom, slide it over here so the cable can slide over here so it doesn't damage the cable when you're winching in and out. So yeah, so I came up with that solution. And on the rear here, this one is upside down, but oh well, that's only where I could get it mounted onto here. Well, I was thinking of mounting it onto there, but then it wouldn't really fit, and then I had to cut away a piece of here, and I didn't want to do that. So, but I've encountered a problem if we're going to do some rock crawling or something. So I don't know yet. I might make a plate for it and put it over here just to protect it. I don't know if it's going to work or not, if it's going to work, if it's going to help, but just going to see what happens, because we've also got the switch underneath here, the little button here. But anyways, so yeah, got that one sorted out then. And then for this one here, same thing, Traxxas winch. Now I've got this neat little keyring here. It's on both sides. That is very, very cool the way they made this. But anyways, this one is also upside down. Because I was thinking maybe make the bracket and then, yeah, but then it would have to come down. But practically the same one here. But anyways, you know, I decided to make it like this, so at least I can still access the steering servo. Something happens or whatever. So, but anyways, it works fine. So it doesn't matter if it's upside down. Still works. Also the quick release again, as well as on the rear here. I forgot to mention the quick release on there. So anyways, let's move on to the last two monster trucks with winches. Well, here's my Tamiya Juggernaut 2, in my case, aka the Dreadnought, and this is actually the truck that I built a second winch onto. This one is also on board. There you can see it over there. So just behind here. Anyways, so yeah, this is actually an RC four-wheel drive Warn winch. So this is an official licensed product from Warn. And also, if you watch my YouTube, I also made a video of it, winching up the Tamiya Humvee, and does the job very, very well. So anyway, this control I use for my Summit and my T-Max 1.5. So I just changed the crystals out, and then the switch here for the Summit, I use it for the diffs. And on the Summit, you saw I've got the remotes for it, and for my Juggernaut and my T-Max, I use this one for the winch. Alrighties. So now let's get on to the next truck here, the final one. My Tamiya Agrios, or in my case, aka Bigfoot 18, because they actually designed this truck they were going to design this truck actually exactly like Bigfoot 18, but some of the things didn't work out. But the chassis is very, very awesome. It's like the new school monster trucks. And this one also has two remotes for the front and the rear. And well, anyway, so I made aluminum plates here. I just took aluminum. Actually, it's a corner profile. Just cut it into length and then drill 2 holes, and then mounted a winch onto the front. If you have watched my channel, if you recognize it, then you will know what I'm talking about. And I also got a rear winch onto here. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate it very, very much. And thank you again for subscribing. I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you so much for your support. See you in the next video, and I'm gonna be doing a trail running video with one of my RCs, so I'm gonna get that sorted out soon, most probably later on during the day. It depends on the weather, and almost probably tomorrow early morning. So anyways, thanks again for watching. See you in the next video. All right, bye. See ya.